Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless singles love reading. This is for new love coming in, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, future spouse, partner, whatever spirit wants to share with me with some evidence. We are going to be doing some charms and clues today. I have some letters. I have some numbers. I have charms that I've pulled out. When is this person coming? What's their personality like? Any clues that spirit wants to share with me? So for new singles, you can use this for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher as a manifestation reading or a confirmation of a love that's just come into your life. But it is for new singles. So some of these clues, you might not even have met this person yet. So keep that in mind. We're going to start with a handful of letters and numbers. We're going to get those on the table first. So let me just grab a handful here and see what Spirit wants for you. Spirit, I'm here with my Virgos. If you could please share with me any messages, any evidence for their new love that's coming into them. What will this energy be like? What will my Virgos, be feeling around this energy? What will their future feel like with this person? Anything you want to share with me, I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have the letter K. I have a U. I have an X. The letter H. The number 4, April, 4 weeks, 4th of the month, 4 days. Let's see, the letter B. I have an O. I have an S. I have an M. I have another O. We'll put those together. I have a Z. Put that over here, Z. I have another X. I have another U, okay. And I have a Y. So we will keep these on the table. So this could be first initials, last initials. We got one number. We'll get some other clues. Obviously, we're going to be getting lots of clues. So let's just see, we can see that. Let's get that all nice and lined up. All right, so let's see what Spirit has for guidance. Spirit, what do you have for my Virgos today? What is important for them to know? What do you want them to be thinking about? All my singles, all my Virgos. Let's see what we have. I have Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, and success. I like rapid development. That's telling me this energy may move fast. Let's see. The magic of the Kohelan Druid, caution, secrecy, and wary. That feels like you're holding back. You're wary of somebody coming into your energy. You want to make sure that they're real. You want to make sure their intentions are real. You want to make sure that they're worthy of you. As long as you're not putting up a shield that they feel like they can't break through, or that's going to be too difficult to break through. So it's okay to be a little bit cautious because you're going to be safe and protect yourself. But I don't want you to put a shield up and make anybody jump through hoops, because that energy only pushes people away. So be wary, but also be open at the same time. I have telepathy. I have nonverbal communication and energetic pulse and mind reading. I like the feeling of I know what you're thinking. I like the feeling of I can just look at my person across the room and tell what they're thinking. And we make that eye contact, and they're saying with their eyes, it's time to go. And you're like, okay, I'll be right there. I'm on my way, So I love when couples can communicate with just looking at each other. So that's gorgeous. And then falling in love. Look at this beautiful card. I have kissing the divine in another and in yourself. A falling in love. I love that. There's nothing better than falling in love. It's a gift. It is in a lot of ways, it's an awakening because you start to feel like everything seems different. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer, everything looks good, feels good, smells good, right? So falling in love is the promise on the table. Spirit, what do you have for us? Tell me about this person. I have a Four of Wands, a celebration, even a commitment moving into this connection. I have a Seven of Pentacles. This person has potential. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to build upon something, is how it's coming in. And I have an Ace of Pentacles, prosperity. I feel abundance is flowing in this couple. Beautiful, a High Priestess. My intuition is telling me that I feel strong about this person. I'm going to fall for this person. I'm going to say go with your gut. If your gut is saying, I like you and I think that you're good for me, I want you to listen to your own intuition. Sometimes we have a tendency to ignore our intuition, and we usually ignore the red flags, but a lot of times we'll ignore the good. We'll ignore that this feels right also. So I want you to really work on, if that's something you struggle with, like I just keep picking the wrong people. I think they're great, and then they don't turn into anything great. 11/11 when I'm recording this, so thank you, Spirit, for that. I want you to focus on what am I feeling when I'm with this person. I really want you to dig deeper this time and feel what Spirit is sending you for signs and messages, something like that, okay? Five of Cups, there's a sense of sadness in either of you. Could be I have hurt feelings from the past. I've been moving on, but I still struggle with that. That could be you, that could be them. I have a Knight of Swords. They're using the word drama with this as a keyword in this deck, but how it's coming into me as this person is not going to take any game playing. They don't want drama. They don't want high maintenance. They don't want, I don't know, just kind of craziness, you know. So this is somebody who's not going to jump through a hoop for anybody. It's either you accept them for who they are and they accept you for who you are, but they're not going to play games to try to prove themselves. So be careful with that in this particular connection. Spirit, please share with me. No mind games. Seven of Cups, possibilities. There's lots of choices out there. They're not going to settle. They're not going to do any kind of back and forth, tit for tat, you know, chasing. Like, they're not going to do any of that. You guys are either going to be very, very interested in each other and you are very attracted to each other and you're going to have these feelings there. And you're just going to be kind of adults about it, you know. But as soon as anybody starts to play games with this person, they walk away. Maybe they had it in their past and they're just not going to tolerate it. So that drama energy to me is like a big deal connected to this person's personality. Like, they do not want drama. They walk away from family drama. They walk away, like, they won't engage in people backstabbing each other. If somebody's talking about somebody behind somebody's back, they will walk away from the conversation. It's just like, it's not in their energy. They don't want any part in it. Cup of coffee, meeting, talking, savoring the moment. That could be a big part of how we first get to know each other. We grab cups of coffee, we meet for something casual. Let's just meet for breakfast, cup of coffee, something simple. We start talking. So getting to know each other, that could be one of our first dates. Self-indulgence, focus on yourself and your self-worth, okay? Appreciation as you're waiting. Spirit always likes to say, while we're waiting for this love to come in, keep working on yourself. Anything that you want to work on, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, building yourself up, letting things go, releasing your spiritual growth. All those things are important. I have a Hammer, a sabotage, rebuilding, persistent, and working on it. Now, that is coming. This is a new love. So I do like this feeling of a hammer can build a whole house energy. Like, we can put a life that we want together. Nobody else can make a choice for us but us. Like, we can decide together the type of life and the type of relationship we want. We don't have to follow the norms. We don't have to be like everybody else. We can decide what works for us and then get to work doing that. So you guys may have, I don't want to say unconventional relationship, but it may start out as, you know what, we have separate homes and we like our independence, but we see each other all the time and we know that we're in a committed relationship, but we keep separate homes. Like, it could be unconventional in some way, but we decided that this works for us, is how I feel. And that's a great way to handle a very mature, healthy relationship. A key with a heart, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart and getting together, and you feel like it's perfect. So I have this key to your heart, key to their heart, feeling, and you've opened them up. You are getting, I do feel like this person does not open their heart to everybody. I feel like it's a big deal that they actually are falling in love with you, not because of you, because you're worth falling in love with. It's a feeling of they haven't fallen in love in their lifetime, or they've cared about people, or they have shared relationships with people, but have they been in love with somebody? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this person says to you that they've never felt this way before, or they've never been this intimate with anybody before, or that they've never had these types of feelings for anybody before, because we don't fall in love with everyone. We can love someone, care about somebody, in a lot of different levels, but there's only a handful of people in our lifetime that we actually fall in love with. And I think that you are the first person that this person has ever fallen in love with. And it's very obvious. Like, they feel something they've never felt before. Let's see what these love text messages say. I regret introducing you to my friend. So that's coming into me as, there might be a roundabout way that this connection came about. Maybe you dated their friend. Maybe you did meet their friend first. Maybe there was I introduced you, you guys went out, but I really should have been with you first. And then you guys connect. So keep that in mind. It could be like a weird roundabout way of how we end up dating. Like, you're the better match, like they're the better match than this other person. Okay. Something like that. Like, you literally could have dated their friend. You literally could have dated their friend, for some of you, not all of you, but kind of a roundabout way of how we met. I read your texts over and over again. I'm interested in you. You make me feel nervous. I'm excited about you. There's so much I want to tell you. I can't wait to talk to you. Send me a picture of yourself. I want to see pictures. Every time we meet, my heart skips a beat. Little bit of we know each other in groups of circles. And then there's this crossover connection. We know similar people. There's something going on there. I don't feel like it's a third party situation, but I do feel like I can look across a room or look across a table, and there's this invisible energy, this chemistry between us that only the two of us know. So something is going on with like circles of people around us. So keep that in mind. Are you okay? I'm a good listener. They could be a friend. They could come in as a friend. I'm here for you as a friend. And the friendship turns into something so much more. And we start to realize that we're really falling for each other. They're saying, bottom of the deck, do you think about me? So there's some feelings going on behind the scenes, even before we're in a relationship. There's either a friendship, communication, this invisible energy, this invisible attraction for each other, holding back feelings, Spirit just said, until it's finally on the table. And we both feel like, you know what, we both have feelings. We can't deny these feelings. And we both have this attraction for each other. So I do feel like you're in the same circles of people, and it's just a matter of time that you're going to end up together. So keep that in mind. Something's going on with that. Spirit, what do we have? Past life. I feel like I've known you forever. That little bit of a deja vu when things start to happen around us. I feel like we've experienced this before. I feel like you're supposed to be in my life. That could be happening. A family, groups of people together, connections, connecting somehow. There's some kind of crossover. I keep going with that. Like, I feel like I don't know. You know, sometimes it's like you dated my best friend, but we were really supposed to be together, you know, but I do not feel a third party or a cheating situation. It could be they were with somebody you knew in the past. They're no longer with that person. And now you guys make a better match. You guys should have been together to begin with. Oh, my hands just tingled. So something is going on with that. A home, a family. I want to have a home. I want to have a family. I want it all is how it's coming in. I want it all. A true gem. You're valuable to them. You have tremendous value to them. I feel like I'm putting you on a little bit of a pedestal. I treat you right. I respect you and I value you. Gorgeous. Money, wealth, lucky, abundance, finances flowing into this connection. Maybe you guys are great together. You'd make a great team. You both have successful careers. And they are saying it's a soulmate connection. So it is a relationship that's meant to be, regardless of who they were dating in the past. And even if you knew that person they were dating, you know, it's a soul connection. It's just a matter of time that you're supposed to be with this person. So Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you know about us traveling? Okay, I want to travel. I want to spend some of the hard-earned income that we're making. I want to travel. I want somebody to travel with. Roses, some romance, flirting. This is just came into me as it doing it the right way. Like, I don't want to rush into it. I want to do it the right way. I want to ask you out on a formal date. I want to show up, and maybe I'll have flowers delivered before we go out, or I'll bring flowers with me. Like, I feel like I want to do it the right way. A little bit old fashioned, but sometimes that's nice. I have festive. It's coming into me as a gift giver, not necessarily Christmas presents, but likes to make you happy, likes to give you gifts. He or she, I have a little something for you. I thought of you today. When I saw this, I thought of you. So a little bit of a gift giver. I have Aquarius. I have cruise. Let's go away together. Let's travel. Let's go on a trip. I have a Leo energy. Fireworks. Could be children. One of us could have children. We could be a combined family, something along those lines. College life, studying, part-time, going to school, interested in school, finishing school now, something like that. Synchronicities, that's coming into me as just the timing, that it was just synchronistic the way that we ended up together. And online dating, maybe we both have been out there online dating, but I do feel like you are going to meet through circles of people. I feel like you already have crossed paths indirectly, but you could both be trying online dating while we're waiting, and that's okay too. I have a Sagittarius, and let's get one more. I have a Pisces, and I know I have some other signs also. Spirit, tell me about this person's personality. What is it that you want me to know? A daredevil, unafraid, confident, going for it, taking you by surprise, willing to take a chance on this connection. So there's a little bit of a, I do want to say the word taboo feeling, even though I know we're doing nothing wrong. I'm 100% sure this is not a cheating, anything to do with anybody cheating on anybody or third party. but there's a little bit of a feeling of a taboo. Like, you used to date my friend, and I kind of feel weird about that, but it didn't work out. It's over. And I want to date you now because I think we're a better match. So there's a little bit of a taboo feeling of, I don't want to hurt anybody, but you're not doing anything wrong. As long as you're all adults and you haven't crossed the line, Spirit's saying. A caretaker, they're kind, they're loving, they're warm-hearted, they're compassionate. I love that. A grown-up, they're thoughtful, they are responsible, they're understanding. A student, applying knowledge. They could be taking some courses at night. They could be plugging away at an advanced education. They could be, working on a degree that they haven't finished yet, something along those lines. Like, I'm just working away at it, in addition to working. And I take a couple classes a semester online, something like that. Spirit, please share with me. What is their energy? Filled with love. Lots of love to give. Gorgeous. Musical background. Maybe they have a great musical ear. They could play an instrument. A little bit of a guitar feeling going on there. So maybe they play the guitar. I have invested. That's coming into me as time. I want to invest time in you. I want to spend time with you. Independent. There's that feeling of separate homes. It works for us. It's working for now. We'll change it in the future if we want to change it. But something about this relationship that it just works for us. We figured out a way for it to work for both of us. I have lovesick puppy. Okay. Forgiving, understanding, extroverted, friendly, outgoing, patient, flexible just came into me, enthusiastic, gorgeous, and warm-hearted. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. I'm falling in love with you, and I'm haven't ever felt this way before. It was a big emotion I felt earlier. I haven't ever felt this way about anybody before, including even people they were in a long-term relationship, even somebody they may have been married to. So you may be the one person, their one true love in their lifetime that they are truly in love with. And that's gorgeous. Let's see. I have a Tricket of Thorns. There's a sense of uncertainty. I want to say don't be afraid. You can see how beautiful this light is coming down in this path. And it's got a little baby deer and butterflies. I mean, it's very inviting. So you are exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. There's nothing to worry about as far as I'm afraid to walk down that path that I'm being guided to. If you're not supposed to be on that path, I will guarantee you that Spirit will send you signs. They will give you, your intuition will tell you this isn't right. It's not working. It's not right for me. And you won't be open to walking down that path. So be open to it kind of unfolding right in front of you and it just happening. All right. Something like that. I have a storm and chaos that is coming into me much more as, but kind of a but feeling, but in my past, everything always turned into craziness or a storm. Now that could be coming from your person because they're not going to tolerate chaos. They're not going to tolerate craziness in their lives. So if they feel like they're walking into a relationship with somebody who always has something wrong, always has something going wrong in their life because they create havoc around them, they will walk away from it. So I feel like that is very important. And that could be you, both of you. Nobody wants a bunch of chaos in their life. So that could be trust your path, right? If you see chaos and craziness, then you will feel uncertain and you won't want to be in this relationship. But the relationship is positive. The relationship is we're falling in love, and that you have the key to their heart. You've actually opened up something in them that hasn't ever been open. So we're just going to know that this is part of your person's past, that they just don't want it. They're flexible, this willow spirit, flexibility. We're working well together to make this relationship work. So there could be children involved. Maybe we have limited time together. Somebody's a single parent. So we have to be flexible around the kids. The kids come first, Spirit just said. So one of us, I'm assuming, has children because that is how it's coming into me. Let's see. And then I have water spirit, manifesting your dreams. I want you to focus on your dreams. I do. I want you to just keep asking, emotionally, what is it that you want? The other thing I want to point out is each of these cards, I have 43, 42, 48, and 46. So I had the 4 on the table. So as I'm kind of pulling out these cards, I keep getting this 4, 4, 4 energy. And just for the sake of, because I'm hearing it and feeling it, I want to look up that angel number for you because part of me feels like I have to. So I'm just going to take a moment to do that. Let me just find 444. There's this pattern happening in my head. Something's going on around you and that angel number. So let me find that for you. Let's see. Probably be the last one. Let's see if I can. There it is. All right. You're protected. Uncertainty. Okay. 444. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. All right. If you feel like you are struggling with things like, I want this, but at the same time, I'm just so afraid of being hurt again. I'm just so afraid of picking the wrong person again. I want you to believe that Spirit's protecting you, that Spirit wants only the best for you, and that all your dreams can come true, and not everybody's going to hurt you, Virgo. There's going to be somebody out there that loves you for you. You fall in love with them, they fall in love with you, and it will be everything that you ever hoped and dreamed of. So I get it when we are guarding ourselves, protecting ourselves, but at the same time, we have to kind of follow this light. We have to follow the path that's being put in front of us, and we have to just allow it to happen. Let's see what sign they are. They could be a Leo. They could be a Leo. Could be a Cancer. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, or they could also be a Virgo. They could be, on the cusp, or they could be sun, moon, rising. They could be a Virgo. So let's see what and when. When is always the question. When is this love coming for my Virgos? When? Give me a time. In 9 to 10 months. That's not that far. That's soon, right? September. We could meet this person in September, and maybe within, less than a year, we know that this person is somebody we really want to be with. We want to stay with. Make it happen sooner. Get yourself out there. Meet people. Be in circles of friends. I did feel like we are connected to this person already. So put yourself out there in social situations where you're meeting people, friends of friends, something like that, and make it happen sooner. Be proactive and take action in meeting your person. Within 11 to 12 months, 9 to 12 months. So I'm just going to put that in the category of like within a year. We could meet this person anytime from the fall on, but to make it happen sooner, maybe heading into next spring, April 2024. So anytime from September on, we could meet this person. So that's not that far away. We're just going to this is a great example of divine timing. We'll let divine timing bring it to you when it is important to you. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for us? Their final love messages. What is most important about this connection? What do you need us to know? A King of Cups, an unconditional love. This person's going to fall in love with you. You're going to hear things like, I've never felt this way before. You've got my heart. I am totally enamored with you. I am totally in love with you. Like almost a little bit crazy feeling like is this normal? Sense of strength, beautiful. I have an Ace of Cups, overwhelmed with emotion, just overflowing emotion. I have a Moon. We're struggling a little bit with some hesitancy. I don't want to get hurt. I want you to let that go. I want you to trust, keep believing that Spirit wants you to be happy. That's the best that we can do. I have a Hermit coming out of your shell, they just said, and a Queen of Pentacles, and being strong, being courageous, moving forward, showing your value, having a lot to offer. But the most important feeling is this King of Cups, and I have the bottom of the deck. I have a Justice card. How gorgeous. So that could even be a commitment coming into my future with this person. Like this is the one. This is the one that I'm going to end up with long term. This is the one eventually I will share my life with. So that is beautiful. But it all starts with this feeling of I've never felt this way before. And that I love. I hope you feel the same way. They want you to be as in love with them as they are with you. It's going to be mutual. I melt every time I see you smile. Gorgeous. I can't get you out of my head. I know that already. You feed my soul in ways that no one else can. So a soul connection, right? A beautiful soul connection. I want to be the one you run to. Always love that. No one has ever believed in me the way that you do. I love how you make me feel. I love how everything, that's what we fall in love with. We fall in love with how they make you feel. So this person makes you feel amazing. You give me butterflies. I get excited when you message me, you call me, you say you're coming over. I became obsessed with you and it scared me. So again, this feeling of this is a first. This is a first I've ever felt this intense. I really do love you and I want you in my life always. I like always. I like always with this Justice card, don't I? So there's no doubt in my mind that this person has fallen head over heels in love with you. They see in always. They see in always. I need to have you in my life. I want to have you in my life. I don't want this to ever end. I want it to just keep getting better, Spirit just said. So this is the kind of love that's going to grow. Oh, gorgeous. And you're incredibly sexy. How's that? How's that? So that's the bonus. They think you're hot. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to bring this to you now. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you to all my Virgos. Claim this reading. Comment below. Let me know if anything connected to you. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.